Hi everybody, HiHo Silver here. Welcome to Bunker Bullion 8, where I'm going to be pouring some of this silver in some pretty cold temperatures. Well, let's get started with a tip. I like to share different things I learned. Check out how cool these blocks are. You put them on your work surface and allows you to store the tongs underneath. They do get hot, so this is safe. It also raises the work surface a little bit. You can see here I'm using the electric melting furnace and preheating some molds, and I've got all the different things I need, including several different torches. A couple of map torches. That one I like because I can adjust where it goes, and this one is hooked to a little tube so I can use my freehand. I also have various propane torches with different attachments that diffuse the heat well. Don't forget to get one of those if you're going to do this, guys. Fire is definitely possible. Well, let's get started. I'm gonna first pour the Bunker Buster. It's this big mold here. I'm gonna insulate it a bit. The walls are thin, and since it's so cold, that's gonna help me get a nice, good pour, I hope. So here it is, the birth of the Bunker Buster. These will be 10 ounces all the way up to a kilo. I got the camera set so we'll get a really nice high definition pour. In the next episode, I'm going to really focus on getting some good shots for everybody. Well, there it goes. We're pouring in the last 15.1 ounces that I had from my last bag, including some of that graphite leftovers. Now that creates a pretty radical finish. I'm going to call it the apocalypse finish. Looks like all hell has broken loose. I just love all the different texture and the interest in the surface here. Not everybody does, you know, everybody's got their own preferences. That's cool, man. I'm trying to make all different kinds of things. Well, there you see it. That's the prototype 01 of the Bunker Buster. I'm gonna pour another one later. So let's take a look at all of the pours up through 40. Starting that Bunker Buster there was 22. And we'll take a look at each of the pours from 23 up through 40. I used 8 different molds, including this one, where I can get between 2 and 10 ounces pretty nicely. This one's 5.5. Because of the heat coming off of all these repeated pours, I had to put the camera back farther. I would love next episode to get some really good HD pours, but these are not bad. Here you see I jiggle the table just barely as it finishes cooling, and that gets those multiple ripples like that. This mold is a smaller one. It goes up to a little over 2 ounces. Each of these that I'm pouring now are in that 2 ounce range. I like how they come out. It's a nice long bar so the pour lines have time to develop. This second one is not quite as nice, but still pretty cool. I'm going to do different varieties of bars. I think I'm representing 5 different bar molds here, including these 2. These go up to a little over 2 ounces also. Because of the tight space in the mold, they develop less dramatic pour lines. This nice deep round mold is cool. I can make some really nice currents. See, I've got the torch to the side, make some very nice different designs. It's also cool because I can go anywhere from about 2 ounces up to 6 or 7 and get some nice chunky things with some neat looks. This one took the heat off and the cold in the garage just cooled it instantly like that. Very interesting. Here I've moved to a 5 ounce hexagon mold. This pours about 4 ounces. I like it also. The depth really allows the silver to have some nice motion, which creates the beautiful pour lines. I did 2 more pours with this mold. Here I took the torch away and I'm just going to let the surface cool as it chooses. So not creating any current or motion. It has nice little small ripples. That'll polish up very nicely. And here on this last one, I want to recreate that interesting quick cooling by taking the torch away. Boom, that cold air just cooled that fast, smooth. That's super interesting. I might experiment with that some more. So now I've switched to the 1 ounce hexagon. This is tricky, dudes, pouring out of a 1 kilo crucible into a 1 ounce mold, but HiHo's got it going on, as you know, so I pulled that off. It is exactly 1 ounce. I poured 1 more of these. Gotta be super careful or I'm gonna pour this stuff everywhere. Take it easy, and there it is. That one's about 1.2 ounces. Both of those came out real nice. All right, well, it's time to break out the Bunker Buster mold again. I'm using a lot of torches to get it super hot because I want to get a nice smooth surface. So here it is, prototype 2. I'm pouring slowly. Nice, you can see the heat on the edges. It's really cooling, very smooth, and super slow. That volume of silver with this amount of heat right now really is allowing it to cool without lines. Right there in the center, we get some little bit of pour lines and the last little bit of finish. Love it. So now onto the second largest mold I have. This goes up to 10 ounces also. Super cool. I love the shape of it. Get some nice pour lines. That one's beautiful. Here, it's in the same mold. This one's a little smaller. It's got a little bit of that graphite left over, which does affect the surface a little bit, but I can polish that down real nice as well. Here, this is a different mold for the bars. I did 2 of these at the beginning of this pour cycle. I like it, the depth of it, and the thick walls allows the silver to cool nice and slow. I can do some dramatic things. Here, I just went for some basic pour lines. And the last one here, back to the round. I'm gonna do more of these in the next episode too. But I just wanted to make a nice small one for somebody who's not really in the market for a large one, but would enjoy some of the things I'm doing. Well, that's the end of the pours. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the different things I'm working on. This phase 2 is still experimental, so I'm trying different finishes, as you saw, and different molds, different sizes, different techniques, and trying to come up with a series of prototypes that I can produce reliably. Well, let's take one last look at the different things that I was able to produce in this round. There's that first Bunker Buster prototype with the Apocalypse finish. These are both really nice pour lines. Also, these with the smaller molds will polish up really beautifully. And to the rounds, I'm really fascinated by the different finishes I can get and the different pour currents as it cools, including that freeze that we did there, that flash cooling. A couple of real smooth textures and another hexagon there, that one also with that flash cooling. We'll throw the horse in there. That'll be pretty unique indeed. And then some smaller items. I'll most likely do those in the kiln. Back to Bunker Buster 02 right there. That's the prototype with a smoother finish. I'm really enjoying the different possibilities I can get with those bigger bars. Here you see the graphite on that pour. That's the end of the crucible. I can polish those off pretty good. That one's got a nice little dent. Super cool. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. If you did, and even if you didn't, click to share this series. I've got some nice HD pours coming soon in the next episode. We'll see you again.